Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Doris. I film on faith, lifestyle and life lessons. If you're new to this channel, welcome to the family. If you're an old subscriber, I see you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for your support. So it's a brand new week and I hope you're in positive spirit. But if you are not, don't worry, I come your way once again with a brand new episode of Wake Up Weekly, something to help kickstart your day and hopefully be able to take you throughout your week in positivity. So this week we are talking about know your place. Know your place. So personally, I believe that I see the world as a puzzle, right? I see the world as a big puzzle and we all have a piece. So if you bring your piece and I bring my piece, we're able to just put it together to create that beautiful puzzle. And so if your piece is missing or my piece is missing, then it means that the puzzle is incomplete. And so why is that? Why do we not know our place? Because of comparison. Because we want to be on the platform, like especially in this generation, our need to be on the platform is just like there. Like everyone just wants to be on the platform because it just shows so much. We just want to be projected as, the one that is on the platform. I've encountered some people who are doing amazing things behind the scene. Like we've been given this false idea, this false, how do I even put it? Like just this false idea of how the platform is supposed to be. Can I just say this, right? The platform is an elevated position. So whatever you're doing right now, if the time comes and you're being elevated, what is going to really show? Are you going to be crappy or you're going to be good? Because it's one or the other. You cannot be anything else. There's no in between. You are either crappy or you are great at what you do. And so whatever you're doing right now, if the limelight is being placed on you, it's just going to show everything that you're doing. And so ask yourself, me rushing to be seen, me rushing to be known, me rushing for followers and all that, when the limelight is being placed on you, what are people going to see? Are they just going to see talent? Are they going to see character? Are they going to see integrity? Are they going to see a person of integrity, a person of good character, a person with good relationship skills? Or they're going to see someone who's so proud and so just reckless? Like, I get it. I get that, it's nice feeling. It's a nice feeling to feel known, because feeling invisible, I know that feeling. It's not great. But what if you've been called to serve? Because unfortunately, not all of us have been called to be on the platforms. Some have been called to serve. Some have been called to lead. And so that is why the Bible says, whatever your hands find doing, do it as unto the Lord. Because the Lord knows your abilities, and so he gave you those abilities and those talents for a reason. And so you desiring to be on the platform might be you taking someone else's spot. And that is why there's so much chaos happening in our world today, because everyone wants to be up there. No one wants to be down there. But we need to realize that you have to start from somewhere. Like, you have to start from somewhere. You don't automatically just jump up. It starts from somewhere. Character is built behind the scenes. Character is built behind the scene. In this season, you might not like the season you are in, but have you sat down to ask yourself, what is God really building in me in this season? We're always in a rush for what next. We all want the what next. We all want to see what is next for us. But what are we actually learning in this season? One of my prayers have been that God, make me so sensitive to not just want to rush into the next, but make me sensitive to be able to know and recognize what you're teaching me in this season. Because I need whatever you're teaching me in this season for the next. Whatever you're teaching me in this season is equipping me for the next. We are so much in rush to be seen. We want followers. The many likes on social media does not mean you're successful. Purpose is not about followers. Purpose is not about the likes. Purpose is impact. Purpose is impact. It's nice to have followers. I'm not saying it's not, because it gives you the ability to be able to impact many people. But what if that is not happening right now? What do? You need to work behind the scenes. So what are you doing behind the scenes? Be effective wherever you're finding yourself. If you're a servant, be effective. Because whatever your hand finds doing, do it as unto the Lord, not as unto men. Yes, you might be craving for the attention, but where you are now, give it your all. That boss, they might be getting on your nerves, but do not rush the process. Do what you have to do. It is building character in you, something that no one can take away from you. It is building patience. The colleague that is getting on your nerves is building patience, like it's building certain skills and attributes in your life, in you, that no one can take from you, and you will need those things, because the platform, when you get there, there's going to be so many things being thrown at you. So if you've not been equipped in this season and you get there, like I said, you're going to be crappy. Like, people are just going to see the other side of you. Please find your spot. Please find your spot and place it there to make the puzzle beautiful. Let us stop wanting to be other people. You can be a servant and still yet be effective. Like, so many people are not being seen, but they are being so impactful and so effective. You don't have to be seen to be impactful. You don't have to be seen. Your need to be seen might be the reason why you're actually not progressing. Your need to be seen might actually be the reason why you're not progressing, or you're not even taking the steps, because to you, you just feel like that is all that there is to life. You just want to be seen. But what are you actually doing? What are you actually doing? Wherever you are now, you have to be able to give it your all. You have been called to a particular place, and until you find that place, you are not able to thrive. You can only thrive in the place where you've been called. And so stop your need to be seen, your need to be approved before you do certain things. You can be invisible and yet impactful. You can be invisible and yet impactful. You need to recognize that you've not been called to everybody, but you've been called to somebody. Somebody somewhere is depending on you. Somebody somewhere is depending on your patience today. Somebody somewhere is depending on your yes today. And so are you going to ruin that just because you want to be seen today? Whatever does not take time to grow is being cut short. Like, it dies prematurely. There's so much in you. Yes, I know that. We see it. But what if it's so premature, it's not grown enough for everyone to see? So many things have been cut short. So many dreams and visions have been cut off because it was just shown so prematurely. Are you able to be patient in this season? Are you able to hold on in this season? Can you just be a servant in this season instead of wishing and wanting to be a leader? Can you be a servant in this season? You've been called to somebody. You might not be called to everybody, but you've been called to somebody. Somebody somewhere is waiting on you. Their destinies are waiting on you. Their destinies are waiting on you. There are certain puzzles that if you don't place the first one there, you're not able to place the next one, because it needs that one to fit before it can also follow suit. So it means that if you're not there yet, if you've not been placed in your place, other people cannot also find their purpose. So please, find your place, know your place, and walk in it. Know your place and walk in it. It might be hard right now, but if you walk in it and be effective, it's going to bear fruits. Just imagine this, right? Like, you do something, or whatever you're doing right now, it's affecting someone. Yes, maybe you have the vision of affecting lives. Let's say you have a vision of impacting lives. You want many followers on your channel or wherever you find yourself, and you want people to be able to see you. And it's not happening, and so you're discouraged, thinking, oh, no one is watching my videos, or no one knows who I am, and so I'm going to stop. What if just one person sees your video about you telling them not to give up, or about you encouraging them to keep going, and they decide to take that and they run with it, and that person intends go out there, and just because of what you said, they took it upon themselves not to give up, and so they run with that. And then other people look at that person's life and say, wow, because this person didn't give up, I'm not also going to give up. Do you know what you've done? You sowed a seed, and there's a ripple effect. Most of us want to be the ones that millions of people or thousands of people watch us. But what if that is not your call? That is not your ministry. A ministry is not just limited to church. Whatever you're doing right now is your ministry. Just imagine yourself being the one that someone else draw inspiration from, and they go out there and influence other people. You played a role in the many lives that that person is affecting as well. Maybe those people were not connected to your destiny directly, but in a way they are connected to you because you were the one that played a role in the person who has affected their lives. Just imagine that, like the fulfillment and the joy that brings. It's not about you. Like it's not about us. We need to take that need to be seen and that need to be approved and that need, to say that yes, it's me and all that. We need to take it out of our mind. It's not about us, but it's about the millions and the thousands of people. Yes, they might not be directly connected to you, but in a way, somehow, they are connected to you. So know your place, find your place. Whatever you're doing right now, make sure you're doing as unto the Lord. Give it your all, no matter where you are. You can be invisible and yet impactful. I believe that God is the rewarder. And so when the time comes for you to be rewarded, He's definitely going to do so. But until then, make sure you find your place and be effective. Be impactful wherever you are. Know your place. We need the piece of your puzzle in the world. We need it. We are waiting on you. We are counting on you. Know your place. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been inspired. I hope you've been empowered and you've been blessed by this video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe so that you do not miss out on any other video that I put up. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll come your way in the next video. Bye.